guys, welcome back to another video. This time around I am gonna make some tandoori chicken. You will most likely hear my daughter in the background. This week did not go according to plan at all. As you can tell, because I'm posting on Friday as opposed to on Tuesday, which is the day I normally post, at least the first time. Second time throughout the week is whenever. Anyway, so I'm putting the rest of the chicken drumsticks in the bag. It's equivalent to the 2 pounds that the recipe calls for, and it says no skin. I kept the skin on. I don't think it really would make much of a difference in the end. And then now I'm putting Greek yogurt into plain Greek yogurt. You don't want it to be flavored into the bowl. I definitely think that this is far too much Greek yogurt. Most of that's actually going to go to waste. And sadly, you don't get to see it. I'm really sorry. But yeah, I mixed in the salt, the pepper, and then I'm gonna squeeze in the lemon juice. So I'll link the lemon squeezer I'm using down below. I love it. It is amazing. Or I'll link something similar because this exact one I got from Home Goods. So I'm giving that a quick mix, and then I'm going to pull out all of the necessary spices. I did specifically find garam masala. I am most likely pronouncing that wrong. But that is a very particular spice. You can look up online of what it's made of. I had a lot of unsolicited advice when I was trying to find a store around me. But you can make it at home with some of the spices you already have, and supposedly like you use different portions of each spice depending, so it is definitely a spice mixture. But I'm gonna link an Amazon one down below for you guys, so if you can't find it near you, it's at least a decent kind of price for what you get, and a little goes a long way. So I'm just mixing it all together, and the recipe also calls for red and yellow food coloring, which is really weird. It doesn't add anything other than make it look more bright and vibrant. Next time around, I would definitely not use the food coloring. Like everybody thought it was kind of weird that it required like food coloring, but anyway, so you just mix the yogurt and spice mixture all together really well, the best you can, and then you just dump it on top of the chicken. Ooh. Okay. Daughter's fine. So I'm squeezing out as much air as I can, closing it off, wiping it, anything that I need, and then giving it a good squish around. So once you're done squishing everything around, massaging on the chicken, you find somewhere in your fridge to let it sit for a minimum of 8 hours. You can either do this like in the morning before you go to work, or you can do it the night before. Either one will work just fine. And then, you don't get to see this part, but basically I just pulled out each chicken leg, and I would like use my other hand on the outside of the bag, and I would just scoop off whatever I could. And I laid the chicken on top of like a long sheet of crinkled up foil, so that way it wouldn't end up like sitting in its own juices type thing. It would actually have somewhere to go as it cooked. And I am roasting that with some sweet potatoes and white potatoes. And you kind of just let that sit in there for 25 or 30 minutes. So, yeah.
I just want to smell it first. Smells good.
Mm-hmm. I know, it smells really good in the oven.
It's still really hot. That's why cilantro tastes pretty good.
I know, I wasn't gonna harp on the cilantro. That was my added touch. Put something green on the plate via her suggestion, which I like. So. The flavor's good. Mm-hmm. Doesn't make me think of chicken.
But missing the spice, the heat. Missing the heat.
Could just be the spice blend.
too that so much yogurt just kind of like diluted everything.
It could have, yeah.
With all that yogurt. We don't think it just needed all the 2 cups of the yogurt.
No. I feel like 1 would have been sufficient. And maybe, like, if you really wanted to, just put in a little bit of milk.
My
Dip
leg is
it out
pretty
a little?
spicy.
No, I have some at home that don't. They're little pre-packaged mixes, and it tells you, add tomato paste or whatever to it, yogurt. And there's one that we have that doesn't add any.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
just a little bit of oil and some tomato paste and no yogurt at all.
Well, I would definitely just try the spice mix on these with maybe just a little bit of oil. No?
Well, I mean, heated oil brings out the flavor. I mean, that's what I've heard.
It's definitely a good dish.
It's. I would say that it is a great dish for somebody who doesn't like the heat from the spicy.
There is still some heat though. Note, just to note that there is some. It's just not super like hot spicy. So there's definitely some spice going on. Both like there's a little bit of heat and a lot of different flavors, and it's very good.
You can definitely taste the garam masala.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree with that. This would be really good if you're curious about trying this kind of food and you don't really know what to think of it. This would be a good introduction for
I
it.
was gonna say an introduction to Indian food. It's a good one to start.
Mm-hmm. I hope I can find some salt. I apologize if I ever pronounce it inappropriately. But I'm hoping I can find a spice on Amazon for it that'll be okay. Because that can be the hardest part, is finding that spice.
The potatoes are delicious.
Good.
I mean, the chicken is delicious too.
Just simple roasted potatoes. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah. I would probably make this again.
And definitely leave the skin on.
Yeah. It really helps add to the flavor. But I would use less. Like, just use 1 cup of yogurt as opposed to 2. Because most of it ends up getting thrown out anyway. And it feels like it's a really big waste to just use 2 cups unless you're going to like cook the legs in like some sort of pan and then put that pan in the oven. Okay. That's the only thing I can think of as to why I would want to use 2 cups of yogurt.
Another thing is normally you grill out on your barbecue, and this was
I just had to do
not.
it.
We're not
strictly
able to
only-
barbecue because
Yeah, we've got like 6 inches of snow outside, so.
this was indoor grill.
Mm-hmm.
I might be more.
You know, it's really good when my husband goes and gets more. Yeah, I gave you all of them in one go. I'm sorry. He's so sad. He's whining like a little puppy. You can have the 3. They're on my plate, Jesse.
No, they're on your plate. They're yours.
I don't care.
Oh, they're yours.
I put them there for decoration. I will definitely be going back to another. I'm definitely going to get another leg. So fun. I wish I had room. Maybe I will. Ooh. The meat from this in a coconut curry sauce. Put in a little bit of this. I think I know what I'm going to do with the leftovers.